1% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get pumped, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in they Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters don't.
Say what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to Life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. You're down! Now, for those of y'all that's new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I served 24 years straight. During those times, I accumulated some good stories, and I'm going to share a story with y'all right now. Yeah, that's me gassing on the intro. Like I keep telling y'all, the flow is nothing like Curtis Blow. If you want to check out more of my music, and I'm telling you, y'all, I got hits. Go to my YouTube playlist, scroll down to gas stations, and you will find the rest of my music there. Now let's hop right up into this story. Now this story right here takes place around 1995, 1996, somewhere around there. I was in the Riverside County Jail, also known as the Robert Presley Detention Center. Now back then, and this jail was located in the county of Riverside, but in the city of Riverside. And back then they had two jails. They had a new jail and they had an old jail. Now I happen to, at this point, to be in the new jail. And what was much better about the new jail, opposed to the old jail, outside of the cells and the smell and all that old type of stuff, the new jail, and I was on floor 3A, which back then was the Crip tank where they housed all the Crips. I was on 3A, and back then they had vending machines in the pods. Now, if you happen to be in the old jail back then, I believe they would come around with a canteen list, or some people may call it a commissary slip. You would have to fill that out, and I believe they would probably bring you your food, deliver your bag, like maybe in 3-4 days, somewhere around there. So the good thing about being in the new jail is, like I said, they had two vending machines. One vending machine sold stuff like razors, soap, zoom zooms and wham whams, honey buns, candy bars, hair grease, stuff like that. And then the other vending machine, it sold coffee and sodas and stuff. So you could, go to there and get you a soda or whatever. Now, the way it worked was, of course, you would have to have money on your books. And so what they would give you like it would be like a little card. And then you would have your family put money on your books, and then you would go in there, you would slide your card through there, and you could buy something from the vending machine, right? And so, as I happened to be in there, eventually a dude come through there by the name of Peanut. Now, Peanut, and that was his real name, he was from Hillside, Riverside. Now, Peanut also had an older brother, I believe, by the name of Fresh. I had met his older brother maybe about 6-7 months before, when I was in another section. Well, I was in another jail that was part of the Riverside County Jail. I was out in Southwest, a city by the name of Marietta. So anyway, around that time, I would say Peanut probably was about 27, 28, maybe about 6 feet, 6'1", probably about 230 pounds at least. I mean, he was a big guy, but he was a naturally big guy. It wasn't like he lifted no weights and stuff like that. He was definitely, you would consider him a little overweight, right? And so me and Peanut, we go to kicking it and talking and stuff. We get cool because me and his brother Fresh was cool. Fresh, like I say, they happened to be from Hillside, Riverside. They had knew somebody from Bannon or whatever, and so we had just started talking about the same people that we knew, and we had got cool. So of course, once he came in, he said he was from Hillside. I said, hey, dude by the name of Fresh? He like, oh yeah, that's my brother. So me and him started, playing dominoes, getting cool or whatever, right? Now, I believe it was a dude by the name of Mario, and that was his real name. Mario kind of reminded me of a supersized Sam from Lean on Me. I don't know if you guys remember that movie, right? That had that character, that dude by the name of Sam. I don't know if the name of the movie was Lean on Me or whatever, but it had that crazy principal, Joe Clark. But anyway, Mario looked like a supersized version of Sam.
What's your name, son?
Sam. Thomas Sam.
You know, Mario was probably about maybe 6 feet 1 himself, kind of a athletic dude. He was kind of fat as well, but you could look at him and see he had definitely played some high school sports, some football, linebacker somewhere around there. And he probably was at least 250, 255. You know, he was kind of a husky guy that had got kind of big too. He was a younger dude. So at some point, Mario and Peanut started gambling. Now, gambling in prison or county jail or whatever, it's one of the worst things that you can do because it's often problematic. Even sometimes, though the rules are clear cut and easily understood, it's always some shenanigans or some BS pop up when somebody is losing their money, right? So I forget exactly how much they was gambling for. Maybe it was $1 a game. But of course now, since we're in the Riverside County Jail and we have vending machines in there, that is going to be the method of paying, right? So Mario and Nut, they're over there, they're gambling, right? So now I forget exactly how much they was, gambling for. And so at some point in time, it was quick into the gambling session. Maybe, 2 or 3 games, maybe Mario might have went up, $2.50 or whatever it was, right? So all of a sudden, Mario said, hey, man, can I get paid, man? Can I get a little something off the vending machine? Can I get a Snicker? And so Nut is like, what? Mario like, yeah, man, homie, I won. I want to get paid. I want a Snicker. You owe me money. You might as well go over there and buy it for me. Nut was like, oh, yeah, man, listen, homie, look, I ain't got no problem in paying you, man, but I want a little action at my money. And Mario was saying, your money, homie, it's my money. I'm going to keep gambling. I've won, though, homie. I want to go get something from the vending machine, man. Go get me a Snicker. And Nut is like, oh, man, come on, homie. What type of stuff is that? Now, if we logically thinking, right, Mario was 100% right, man. I didn't won the money. You didn't lost the money. It's no longer yours. Somewhere out there in probably all hoods and ghettos across America, dudes have came up with the ideology that, I need action at my money back when I'm gambling. So that's why I like to call it niggerology instead of ideology. But anyway, if you lose your money, it's no longer yours. So I'm not obligated to sit back and continue to gamble, right? Now, you have some dudes who are of the understanding or of the thinking that, okay, man, this dude should give me action at my money back, and it's the player thing to do, or it's the cool thing to do, and that might be true. But let me give you a scenario, right? Say you go to Vegas. You walk up to the crap table, right? You drop $100. You shoot, you win, you hit your point. You double that bet, you shoot, you win, you hit your point. You catch another point. You shoot, you win, you hit your point. Now you done accumulated maybe about $800 from the $100 that you was betting, right? All of a sudden you say, you know what, man, I'm out of here. I'm going with this $800. Hey, man, I'm out of here. You get your chips, you go to cash out. You're not just to have the dude at the poker table, or excuse me, you're not just to have the dude at the crap table or an employee of the hotel casino following you all outside, tugging you on your shirt, saying, hey, man, we need action at our money back. Hey, man, we need action at our money back. Once you win, you win. And once you lose, right? So back to the story. My boy Mario, he telling him, hey, man, listen, I'm going to continue to pay. But right now, man, I got the taste for Snickers, and you owe me, man. Go get my Snickers. So my boy Nut, he's still on that, you know what I'm saying, niggerology. Oh, man, homie, come on now. We still gambling. Mario like, man, look, homie, I need a Snickers. You lost. So Mario gets up. He tell Nut, hey, what's up, homie? Can I get paid or not? Nut is like, yeah, man, I said I'm gonna pay you, man. I'm gonna pay you, but I just want action at my money back. And Mario said, man, listen, man, I need a Snickers. So Mario gets up and he starts walking towards the vending machine. So then Nut gets up. Nut like, come on, man. So they go over there in front of the vending machine. And Mario was like, hey, man, listen, can I get paid or not, man? Nut is like, man, yeah, I told you I'm going to pay you. And Mario like, man, give me my Snickers. Nut is like, okay, homie, but let's keep gambling. Mario like, you know what? Okay, now I'm cool. Now, homie, now I'm done gambling. I'm through gambling. I don't want to play no more, man. Cash me out. Give me my bread. And Nut is like, what? Mario like, yeah, I'm done. Nut like, oh, man, so you saying I can't get action at my money back? I can't get action at my money back? Nut said, man, I'm done. So all of a sudden, Nut just got off on him. Bam! Hit him with that hard right, now. So Mario was sitting there wanting a Snickers. I guess, he wanted to be satisfied by the Snickers. But in Nut's mind, he was cool on that. So I guess it seemed like my boy Nut was thinking about, you keep talking about a Snickers and you think that's going to be satisfying. Well, what's going to be satisfying to me is my 5 fingers formed into a fist right across your fat face. And BOW! Like I said, he got off on Mario, but Mario wasn't no punk. And all of a sudden, they got the squabbing. Boop, beep, boop, bop, boop, beep, boop, bop, boop, boop, boop. Now they, these 2 big heavyweights, they going toe to toe right in front of the vending machine. They squabbing. Beep, boop, bop, boop, boop, bop. They going at it, Now all of a sudden, the guard or the sheriff who's sitting outside, and it's like a little control booth where he can look into each pod, because it's three separate pods up there on the 3rd tier, A pod, B pod, and C pod. He sees them in there squabbing, so he hollers, everybody lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up. So just so happened, my cell happened to be right in front of the vending machine where these dudes was fighting. I was in cell number 2. I happened to have a cellie at that time by the name of Russ. Russ was from Compton, but he didn't gangbang, and he stayed out there in Riverside. So we go to the cell, we turn around. So we close the door, we turn around, of course, and they still in there squabbing. They ain't stopping. Beep, boop, pop, boop, pop. Now all of a sudden, Mario grabs Nut by the small of his back. He grabs me by the small of his back with both of his hands and just, squeezes. And man, Nut must have folded up like an old fresh towel right out the dryer. Easy. He fell right on his back. Boom! Now all of a sudden, when he do that, Mario get on top of him and give him what I call the big brother, little brother treatment. You know how you sit on top of somebody, you take their hands, you put their hands out like this, and then you put your knees on their hands so they can't move. Then, like I said, I think Mario probably outweighed Nut, probably about 25, 30 pounds, possibly even more. But now as he's doing this, he's saying, man, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm getting ready to beat you. Don't you never, and he goes mopping him. Don't you never put your hands on him. Boop, boop, boop. Just giving him the big brother treatment. Like I say, Nut's got his hands pinned, so he can't do nothing but accept it. Now, suddenly, the sheriffs, they run up in there and they go to spraying him. Stop, stop, stop. And they go to spraying him. They go to spraying him and stuff. So now as they spraying, Mario, he's still swinging. Boop, boop, boop. And like I say, me and my silly Russ, we got a front row seat to all this stuff. We right here seeing everything. So now as they go spraying the mace and stuff, Mario, he jump up now. He turning around. He trying to get away from the mace. But I guess my boy Nut, he was angry and still mad that, he got the big brother, little brother treatment. So Mario's back is turned. He's trying to get away from the mace. And so Nut rushed him and like punching him in the back and stuff. Nut is punching him in the back. So Mario, he just turned around and wow, just throw a haymaker. Just so happened it connect right on the side of Nut's face. Soon as he hit him, man, a big old giant may not jump up on his head. I mean, soon as he hit him, I promise you, me and Russ both said in unison, damn, it just like soon as he hit the dude, bow. Soon as he hit the dude, big old giant may not jumped up on the side of his face. We like, damn. And so they finally stopped. Fighting. The sheriffs come up in there. They handcuffed them dudes, and I believe they end up taking Nut, because they took them both out. But they took Nut away, and Mario ended up coming back. They may have both came back, but I'm positive that Mario came back, because later on I asked him, man, about that move he did where he grabbed Nut by the middle, the small of his back, and I'm telling you, man, Nut folded like he was a little 3-year-old. And so he told me how to do the move, man, and I'm telling you, I've done that move several times since then, and it definitely works like a charm. But like I said, man, throughout my time doing time in prison, one thing that I shied away from was gambling, because I had to know a person real well if I was going to gamble with a dude. Because sometimes, man, you go to gambling with a person and his ego kick in along with the loss of that money, and he turns into a whole different dude. Sometimes dudes will want to sit there with you all day long and gamble, man, and I don't have time to be sitting around no 7-8 hours gambling just because you didn't lost $4 or $5 and you trying to get your money back. So I learned over experience, man, through experience, that it was good to just not even gamble. But anyway, man, that's the end of that story. You already know who it is. It's your boy. Oh, and some of y'all might be wondering what a may not is. A may not is this: a knot so big on the side of your head or on your face, it may go down, it may not. But anyway, you already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. Resume normal program.